Shining through, sending in, channeling in. To your side, like past your ear. Other. Alright, we're gonna comb through and just create like a softness here. It can be very jarring to release such fear or to release such limitation. So we really want to just take a moment here and focus on peace, on equilibrium, on just connecting, feeling, tuning in, experiencing what it feels like to be so light, what it feels like to be so free, so limitless, so tuned in. The third eye. Clearing, preserving, protecting, enhancing your intuition, clearing all that again manipulates, all that is outdated information in a sense, outdated programming, manipulative programming, limiting programming, connecting you more purely with your point of consciousness to observing and experiencing the subtle, the creative, the void, the intuitive. So those receptors are all very much like revived, refreshed. All right, well, I am very excited to connect with you in this session. I'm just going to quickly introduce our sponsor for this video. So while you're watching, I hope you enjoy the clips and take this time to settle in and get comfy and get ready. All right, just prepare yourself. You have a little time here, and I'll see you soon. Hello, and thank you so very much for joining me tonight. Before we get into our session, I just want to take a moment and thank our sponsor for this video, which is Blinkist. Blinkist has been a huge supporter of this channel. I've been working with them for over a year now and using the app for over a year, and this app just keeps getting better. Like, they just keep adding new things, new titles, new ways of searching through the categories, or maybe I guess you search through the categories the same way, but they've created these collections that you can work through. For example, I just worked through a selection which is titled 22 Powerful Ideas for 2022, which has titles such as Subtract by Leedy Klotz, A Minute to Think by Juliet Funt, and Masters of Scale by Reid Hoffman. One of the titles in this collection, called The High Five Habit by Mel Robbins, really put a smile on my face when I was kind of going through it this past couple weeks. Basically, it's kind of like starting your day, kind of talking to yourself, high-fiving your reflection. I know it sounds kind of goofy, but it really hit at the right time for me. So I was really, I don't know, it was like a good pick-me-up and a way to get out ahead of like the negative thoughts that I sort of was feeling at that time. If you happen to have never heard of Blinkist before, it's such a great app. It's really just such a great app. Basically, it helps you to understand key ideas in just 15 minutes. They take these bestsellers, they take these really wonderful titles, nonfiction titles, and break them down, essentially like extracting the key points, the highlights, and break them down into just 15-minute reads or things that you can listen to audio style, and just get in like more reading into your day. I usually listen to at least 2 or 3 titles every morning just to like get myself in the right headspace. There are 27 different categories, from parenting, entrepreneurship, creativity, science, religion, really like so many different titles. Really great to inspire you to focus on yourself, on your personal development, on your business development, on your relationships as well. You can download titles for offline access, and Blinkist also has partnered up with podcast creators to kind of do the same thing that they do for these nonfiction titles that they work with, to extract the highlights, the best parts, the juicy bits of the podcast, so that you can also get to, the heart or the important parts of the podcast more quickly. I love Blinkist so much, and I know that you will too. It's such a good way to even challenge yourself. For example, I recently listened to the 5 a.m. club, I believe it's called, and I am not an early riser. Like I'm a mom, so I have to rise reasonably early, but I'm not like a 5 a.m. person. But it really inspired me to try to get up a bit earlier and get my day started, focus on myself. So it's just such a helpful app. It just gives you all this like right in your pocket, right in the palm of your hand to access and be inspired by. Right now, Blinkist has a special offer just for my audience here. Click the link below in my video description, sign up, and start your 7-day free trial with Blinkist and get 25% off a premium membership if you decide to purchase. Thank you so much to Blinkist for sponsoring this video and for helping us discover and understand and connect with the world around us more richly. And thank you, my lovely subscribers, viewers. I can't thank you enough. Without you, this isn't possible. I'm so grateful for you. And now let's get into our session. Hello, and thank you so very much for joining me tonight. I go by Luna Nate, and what I'm creating for you is a remote, by proxy, ASMR style energy work session, Reiki session. So if you'd like to tune into this from an energy work perspective, of course, just to let you know, my intention is always in the realm of benevolence and respecting what is exactly right for you, respecting that I believe that you know best, when it comes to what you might need or what might be perfect for you. So I really like to honor your integrity and sovereignness, of course, and just serve as a conductor, a support over here. So if you'd like to participate, all you have to do is be open to receiving, and that's it. That's simple. So just settle in, get comfy, relax. Connect with the room around you, take it in, feel safe, feel comforted, connect with the surface below you, feel how it holds your weight, holds your body, supports you. Visualize your energy beginning to flow within you, all around you. And what we'll be doing is just guiding that energy and the energy of the universe, the electromagnetic fields, the prana, the chi, the love, the prayers, all the good stuff around you, through you, with the intention of serving and connecting with freedom. We're going to be working with two aspects of freedom here. Freedom of the consciousness, the subconsciousness, and freedom of reaction, so that we're not manipulated through our reactions. All right, so just grab our candle to get things started. Trim the wick. And I'll just set this here and pray it does not fall. There we go. We have some matches, some holly berry incense matches. Take a match here. Oops. I'm going to light our candle, dedicating to you on behalf of the highest and greatest good, and in perfect comfort, perfect alignment. our intention is to connect with the concepts of freedom, to remind ourselves to reconnect with this freedom of the higher mind and the lower mind as well. But I really want to focus on the higher mind, the subconscious mind, the subliminal mind space that can be manipulated essentially to disempower us. We want to remove any of that so that we're completely empowered and connected to the limitlessness of our connection to the subtle, the spiritual. And when I say spiritual, I mean the subtle, the you that is not necessarily flesh and bone, the you that is spirit, the you that is love, the you that is in your dream body, as an example, and how we might more easily visualize the subtle. And then beyond that as well, your soul connection and all that is not exactly tangible. And then to also, in a more grounded sense, connect in the tangible through our actions and reactions. For example, if someone knows what you will react, they know how to push your buttons, or they know how to emotionally manipulate you to cause a reaction, to get a reaction, a rise out of you in some way, that can be an area that we become manipulated in or triggered in, or that kind of stuff. I hope I'm using my words okay here. Please hear with your heart, as always. So we're focusing now to clear all that might be in any way holding you stuck in a pattern, in a limitation, in a facade of what you can and can't achieve, or can and can't become, or that you are presently in this moment, or what you have been, and really set ourselves up for this great, auspicious period of starting something new, of following your heart, of getting the message, of whatever it may be for you, but the things that change your life, the ahas, the clarity, the things that help us heal, the things that help us manifest, the things that help us grow and develop and ascend. So this is a very powerful session, of course. And if you have your own intention here of how something you would like to be free from, or ways you would like to experience freedom, please have a look at our little candle here. Gaze at the light. Perhaps you can feel and experience the warmth. Let me see if I can focus better. I'm sorry. There we go. Just send it into the light. Send it into the doorway, the portal. Send in your intention, communicate it to the universe within and the universe without. Okay. Thank you very much. Alright, so we have this gorgeous gemmy purple, dark purple amethyst here, which is actually from Queen of Serene. And we're going to use this channeling through connecting with the subconscious, the subliminal, and we're first going to work on clearing so that we can move to empower more and call it in. But we're just going to comb through, focusing through the center of the forehead and then above. Clearing. The intention here is to release all malicious programming, release all disempowering programming, release all limitation, facade of limitation. Clearing, sweeping through. Okay. Reaching deep into the mind. Clearing it out just like we're sweeping leaves. Or combing over, smoothing out. Like detours, detours that are not of your natural program or of your ascended program. Okay. Going up and up and up. And I'm going to bring you back over here. Thank you. Up and up and up through deep. I'm going to go through the back of the head here. All around. Just brushing it out as I channel through as well. So it's kind of like a little shower. Moving energy. Moving, addressing these limitations or these infiltrations of the subconscious, of how you might connect to the subtle elements, how you might connect to your subtle self, how you might call in to embody a more wholeness in yourself, or confidence or trust, faith. And I'm just going to calm down the body now, just to clear, sending it back to the earth, because the earth is a bit of a hodgepodge. I hope that's the right word. And it knows what to do with everything. To transmute. And we're just going to calm down. All the way down. Clearing through. You might feel a release. You might feel tummy bubbles. You might even have some little twitches in your arms or legs. Or eyelids even. And we're just clearing through. One more time. And pulling all of that away. Alright. I have this absolutely gorgeous citrine piece. Let me see if I can get a better focus. Thanks. Thanks, camera. And this is like I said, a terminated citrine with lots of rainbows and really gorgeous markings in here, or like fractals in here. And this has been carved, so in a sense it's not man-made, but it is man-shaped, human-shaped. And we're going to use this to direct and connect with a sort of purification of our reactions. Sometimes our reactions, like I said, can be used to manipulate us, and sometimes we fall in a pattern of those disempowering, reactions, because it just becomes like the norm, it becomes the go-to, and there's not a lot of thought put into it for us. We're not pulling back to choose how we react. We're reacting in a, again, potentially manipulated way. I hope you can hear what I'm trying to say. Right? We're going to use a light here. Shining through, sending in, channeling in. Washing through and ridding, pushing out all of those programmed reactions, all of those almost like animalistic reactions. Don't get me wrong, like fight or flight is important. Running away from something coming to get you like a bear in the woods is important. But we want to like get rid of or flush out the go-to, like the reaction that is negative, the reaction that is disempowering. Like when you get a bill in the mail and you automatically, maybe this isn't a great example, but getting a bill in the mail and automatically feeling like resentful or mad that you have to pay a bill, when that's not really an empowered state to be in. Or a circumstance coming up with like a friend of yours or a partner, and you automatically feel jealous. It's almost like an old programming of reaction. Hope you know what I'm sorry I keep saying that, but I'm always hoping that you know what I'm trying to say. So we're going through to clear out, to flush out, so that you can receive, flush it out, and reconnect with the completely empowered aspects of your reaction so that you are more, again, sovereign, in control, aligned to the power and beauty that is you. We're going to go, and I really like to create different patterns, work the channel forward and backward, just making sure that this is really reaching all the spaces energetically. Okay. I'm going to send in some symbols. Right down the spine, so like back of the head and then down the spine. To your side, like past your ear. Other. Gonna comb through and just create like a softness here. It can be very jarring to release such fear or to release such limitation. So we really want to just take a moment here and focus on peace, on equilibrium, on just connecting, feeling, tuning in, experiencing what it feels like to be so light, what it feels like to be so free, so limitless, so tuned in to your potential or to the wholeness that is you. Subtle and matter, spirit and matter. So we just want to channel through, focusing again. That sweet spot, that sweet equilibrium here. Just peace. Not exactly neutral, but just sort of like a sweet stillness. Like a little tea break, savoring it, experiencing it. However it is for you, just let yourself kind of connect as you maybe say some words to yourself, such as, I am free, I am completely unlimited, I am completely limitless. There's nothing that can manipulate me. There is nothing that can evoke a reaction that is not of myself, that is not aligned to me. I'm in control of my energy, of my mind, of my emotions, of my reactions, how I choose to react, how I choose to create, how I choose to show up. I'm in control. I'm not manipulated. I am free. I am free. I am free to experience this life exactly how my soul might guide me to or guides me to. I am aligned, I am empowered, I am whole, I am divine. And I am free. Right? We're going to do an anointment around your halo. To preserve your mental field. Just gonna bring some heat here. Call in a holy fire of sorts to preserve and protect your complete sovereignty, like your complete awareness, like wokeness, like I see what's going on. I see you're trying to do this to me. I see how this is causing something to me. I choose to tune back into what my authenticity is. So we're going around the crown, first with our fingers and palms. Then we're going to anoint the brow. I'll show you better. Here we go. Alright, we're going to go down the points of consciousness from crown, third eye, throat, heart, solar, sacral, root, your palm point, and the other. Move through, just work this through those points. Work it through the crown, the intention to connect with freedom in all aspects, clearing any blockage, clearing any manipulation of your points of consciousness when connecting to, again, the subtle, the spiritual, what lies beyond. Clearing, preserving, protecting, enhancing your intuition, clearing all that, again, manipulates, all that is outdated information in a sense, outdated programming, manipulative programming, limiting programming, connecting you more purely with your point of consciousness to observing and experiencing the subtle, the creative, the void, the intuitive. So those receptors are all very much like revived, refreshed. The throat, working through. Empowering, activating, refreshing, reviving thought, communication, interpretation, logic. Clearing the limitations here, the manipulations, the impositions. Connecting again with that pureness of your consciousness in terms of thoughts, intellect, learned in this lifetime. Focusing on the heart, clearing, attuning, connecting, clearing away, again, anything imposing, disconnecting you from anything, disconnecting you from your inner child, from your soul messages. Freedom to connect with your heart, your soul, in the purest way. The solar again, clearing your connection to who you can be, who you are, your authenticity, the multitude, the myriad facets of all that you embody, calling to the surface through your actions, through your presence, through your vibe. Exactly like who you are, your divine self, your empowered self. I'm just gonna pull up and down. Just want to work through these channels. Focusing on the sacral clearing. This one is a big one. It's actually like, I immediately felt like my arm go like sore, like down it. So there's a lot to release here for at least someone here. So I'm really going to focus in the sacral clearing here. So much manipulation of what you think you can create or what you think you deserve in a relationship. Ooh, that's a big one. Okay. Connecting, attuning, freedom of this space, of this point of your consciousness, of your creativity, of your emotional center, of how you connect with others, how you think you're capable of connecting with others. So much. Don't be limited by my words, of course. So much here. I'm just going to swipe down. Just want to help release that. There's really a lot in that space for some reason. Bring a little heat through this channel. And then a little coolness directly through to the sacral. Alright, now the root. Clearing this point of consciousness to connecting to the tangible, to what is, to your fear, any disconnection here. Clearing, just wiping it away. You are limitless in your experiences here, and I know we all come into this earth with limitations, whether it's through our household, whether it's through our socioeconomic placement, like what the heck is that, right? But like whether it's through that, whether it's through a bias, whether it's through whatever it might be, we all come into this world through limitations. That's part of this life experience. But we have to learn that those are temporary, or those are created for us in a way of like learning the rules here, or learning what the challenges are, so that we can transmute these, we can alchemize these. And anyone watching this is usually a bit older than, a child. There's some children who watch, so hello, sweetheart. But what I'm trying to say is, for those of you who connect and resonate with the limitations, we want to clear that, because it's not a permanent thing. It's just part of the game in the beginning. And then you break the rules, you rewrite the story. So we're clearing all here. again, we're connecting, channeling through giant waves, moving through you, grounding this all in, channeling through that empowerment, that super freedom, super sovereignty, super limitless. Moving through, filling you up like a vase. Just moving through, channeling. And again. Right. Feel like one more time. Channeling through, filling you up. Working this down to ground it into the reality, into the waking life, into the steps you leave behind, into the path before you as well, into the present moment. All right, well, we're gonna definitely focus on, I want to use, just been loving this oil so much. Just gonna put a little on my hand, just a drop. Bring the heat and just go all around you, fluffing your aura. Really letting that free spirit, that free freedom, that unmanipulated pureness of you just a beacon of light and hope and truth. Completely free, completely self-navigated. So beautiful. Alright. Well, I want to thank you so very much for allowing me to share a little piece of your path tonight and for being such a significant piece of mine. From the very bottom of my heart, I bow to the divine in you and I, and to this sweet connection that we share. So very much love to you, of course, and namaste.